Thank you all for joining us tonight for the GPAC post-game press conference. We have head coach Justin Wieck and student-athlete Noah Paulson from University of Minnesota Duluth. The Bulldogs advanced to the championship game in the 2026 NSIC men's basketball tournament after defeating the Augustana Vikings 72-62 tonight. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Justin Wieck and then open it up for any questions. Coach?
Yeah, just again, another awesome first of all, great environment. I know I made a joke about it yesterday, but it's fun when you get a lot of fans in here. This is the perfect spot for the conference tournament. It feels like you're on the big stage, and Augie fans made it feel that way. I thought our guys really from the tip. Last night it took us a while. Tonight from the tip, we were on it defensively, physicality, both ways. They, officials let us play, which I love this time of the year. So I just thought the grit and the physicality and the rebounding and the 50-50 balls and deflections, all the things that we preach all coaches preach, our guys were on it for 40 minutes, honestly. And I got so much respect for those guys. Coach Schilling, those players are good. It's one of the most high-powered offenses in the league. They scored 95 on us last time when we played them. So, it wasn't perfect, but to hold them to 40%, I felt like just the defensive effort is what got us here.
Coach, just want to start off with just how important and how awesome is this for you to share this? We have some special guests in the room with us as well, but to share this with your family and with your kids as well.
Yeah, I don't want to make it about me, but it is special, and it is for all coaches. You get a chance to come here. We came here 3 years in a row, got to the finals, and then all of a sudden you just don't get here last year, and we had some tears at home. Like, what do you mean? We're not going to Sioux Falls, right? So it's another day to swim, another day to go to the Science Museum, another day to go do whatever. It's just some special memories, just in the locker room with these guys and with my kids and with my entire family here and really all of our families. It's what makes I think our league special. You get a chance to be here for 3 or 4 days. The parents, the fans, you can feel our crowd building and building. Even though we were outnumbered tonight, I think you said yesterday, we can sure make some noise too. So it's awesome. It's a great setting. It's what you hopefully, as a coach, you hope you get a chance to do it a couple times. We've been fortunate to do it now 4 out of the last 5 years. So it's hard not to, we don't want to take it for granted. It's tough to get here. But we also haven't finished it off yet, so we got one more step to get to the finish line.
Noah, every team has those intangibles that allow you to be successful the way that you guys have in this run and in this tournament, and that's stuff that usually we don't see on the court. Take us kind of inside the locker room or inside the team culture. What's maybe the secret sauce that people don't know that makes you guys successful, whether that's an inside joke, whether that's a certain drill. Give us a little taste for what makes your program really good.
I love the guys. I think everyone loves each other. Especially down the stretch here, we've really bought into Coach Wieck and the program. We definitely got a young spirit to our team, a bunch of young dudes, funny dudes. Got a few dance moves at the end in the locker room there. It was pretty awesome. We're all really proud to be here and excited to keep fighting.
And Coach mentioned the defensive effort. You gave up 20 points in the first half, basically in a road game against a team that scored 95 last time. Talk about specifically what was working really well defensively in that half.
I think the biggest thing, we're really juiced up to come here and into their home crowd. We watched them on Saturday. Bunch of fans here. We're really juiced up. They beat us up last time, like Coach said. We're excited to come and give them our best shot at the start.
Noah, 4 out of the last 5 years you guys have been here being a senior. What has that meant to you to get back to this stage and get to that championship game as well?
It means a lot. It's super cool. We've never actually won the championship, so we obviously want to do that. Text some alumni after when we do it. Drew is there on the bench too. We'll talk to him. But we're excited to be here again. Pentagon does it right. It's super special to be here. It's fun. They support us well. It's fun.
Yeah, and Coach, just talking a little bit more about facing this Augustana team. I mean, the number 2 seed. Just what was kind of the game plan coming into a strong offensive team?
Yeah, I thought last time we played them, first of all, our game plan wasn't any different this time from last time. Just didn't think we executed our game plan very well. there's certain things that their guys do really well, right? And you're trying to take it away, and we fell asleep so many times at their place, or didn't switch or didn't chase, whatever. So the message right away last night when we met with our guys when we got back to the hotel was we're not doing anything different. We just need to do it better. And what I told them is the bottom line is if you want to win a NSIC semifinal game at Augie, pretty much, you've got to be better. And if you don't, you're going to lose, right? And that's pretty simple. And I thought just number one, it was a super physical game. I think we feel that way every time we come to the Pentagon, and I know our guys love it. Like you can be physical, and you can hand check a little bit. It gets a little bit more physical when you get into the postseason, which is awesome. I thought being able to put Nick on Tam, put Maddie on Hinker. You got 2, 6, 7 guys on, they got 5 really good players, but on their 2 leading scorers, so many of their actions are ball screens with those guys. And you see everybody trying to figure out, it's basically question number 1 when you get ready to play them, how are you going to guard that ball screen? And for us, it was, all right, we're going to put our best 2 defenders on those 2 guys. We can switch ball screens. They can both fight them in the post, but they can both also at least hang with Tam off the dribble. And we did a good job of that last game we played them too. What we didn't do was the other guys. We didn't chase T-Slaw around. We didn't chase Wrench around. And all of a sudden those guys end up with 19 and 21 points. And that's how you give up 95. So the message was, let's do the same thing. But if you want to win this game, we've got to be better. And we watched film last night. We watched film this morning, shoot around. Watch film during halftime of our women's game. It's not a physical thing right now. It's a mental thing. And for our guys to go out and really execute that, I just thought it was a grit for those guys, the toughness, all the 50-50 balls and deflections and everything that you talk about. We didn't win every single one, but we won a high percentage of them. And that intensity, that edge that we talk about. We talk about just oozing intensity. I write it on the board almost every game. And man, I don't know if our team has oozed any more intensity than what they saw tonight, but my challenge to them after the game was we got to find one more level because we've been here before, and we've been here, not last year, but 3 previous years in a row, and we're down 10 or 15, boom, right off the jump. And if that happens, we're going to keep fighting, but we need to do a great job of trying to take the fight to them right away. And it's not going to be easy. They're over the course of 22 games, they're the toughest, most physical team in the league, no doubt. So it's going to be a challenge, but one that our guys are looking forward to.
Noah, Coach just talked about the oozing of intensity and just being that one level up from that. What was the conversation amongst you and your teammates, especially you like being a leader on your team and being a senior? What was that conversation like to get to that point for this game?
Like I said a little bit earlier, we're excited to play them again and get a shot at them. Especially with the energy here at the Pentagon, with the fans, all the fans that they have. We're just excited to come out and give them our best shot right away.
He's a man of few words, if you can't tell, which is why I love him.
Matching up against St. Cloud in the championship tomorrow night, what are some keys to success you got to take into the game tomorrow, and obviously coming off losing to them in OT and regular season as well? Kind of what you learned from that.
I think we've been a really tough, physical, intense team on the defensive end. You try to do it all year. We've found it in the last couple of weeks. These guys have done it since December 1st when we start conference play. So you talk about a team who's tough and physical on defensive end. You got White Hawks in the middle that can block shots, but all of their guys on the perimeter can move their feet. They can guard. They're physical, and we know the game. The way the game's going to be played and called, like it's going to be a brawl. And I thought our guys really handled that well for 30 minutes last time we played them. Last time we played them, we had lost 3 in a row. You go through the gauntlet of Sioux Falls, Southwest, lose by 3 to Sioux Falls. Southwest got us by a little more. Then you lose by 3 to Mankato, and then we got to go on the road again now to St. Cloud, right? And I thought our guys really, really fought. We're up, I think, 13 with 10 minutes to go. But like they do, they made big shots. They got big rebounds. They had a couple of really tough shots. Greiken was playing back then, so they're a little bit different. But the makeup of their team is awesome. I got so much respect for how they play. To me, it's how basketball is supposed to be played, just tough, gritty dudes. But they can also obviously get some buckets and make shots as well. So the challenge is going to be, can we match their physicality and toughness, or can we find one more level? And nobody's going to blow each other out in the first 5 minutes. So we've got to hopefully find our footing in one of these games. That's what we've talked about with our guys, taking the fight right to them. But there's no mistake. They've been the best team all year long. and there's a reason for that because of how they're coached and how they play. So it's going to be a heck of a challenge. I thought a challenge for us was a very emotional win last night. How do we respond? Now you can probably double that, even beating Augie here at home. How do we respond again? And for us, the last thing I'll say is we're playing for our season, right? And sometimes that, you get so lost in trying to win a championship, which we should, but we're also playing for our season. And we have been for the last 3 games. I mean, we're, overtime against Minot, away from not even making the trip here. And I think that shows how good our league is, but it also shows, just the fight that our guys have. It's going to be a heck of a game, I hope. And kind of what I hoped going into tonight is we could hang and have a chance with 5 minutes to go. I think we even exceeded that with how we played. And now it's about trying to go do that, but let's do it a little bit better. And that's going to be the mission for our guys.
Coach Noah, thank you for your time. Good luck in the championship game, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it.